takes a dip. The next few days, Thomas didn't tell the Fat Controller about the policeman. One day, as he was collecting his coaches, he saw Diesel groaning to himself. "Oh, hey Thomas, what's up?" asked Diesel kindly. I was just going to collect my coaches. What's up with you? You don't look too, devious today." "Yes, well, the Fat Controller took away my driver, so I'm sat here with nothing to do. Where's Molly and Rosie? Actually, I don't really care." And Thomas laughed and ran away cheekily. Diesel groaned and rolled his eyes. That night, Thomas spread the news about Diesel. "Diesel actually greeted me into the yard nicely for once," said Thomas. The engines were shocked. "Well, maybe he's actually changed," replied Emily. "That's impossible. You can't trust the Diesel or Diesel. They're only up to no good," said Doc sternly. "I don't know, Doc. Maybe he's actually changed," said Emily. And that night when the engines went to sleep, a rainstorm passed through and everything was drowned in water. "My paintwork!" cried James. "It's spoiled!" Looks fine to me," replied Duck calmly. "Yesterday, Bertie was repaired, so I don't have to worry about stopping illegally anymore," said Thomas happily. "Yes, Thomas, but be careful for big puddles on descent. You could get wet and your fire will go out." "Don't worry, Duck," said Thomas. He got steamed up. "I'll be fine. At least I'll find you in the puddle too." "I won't Oh, not funny, Thomas," said Doc angrily. "Don't mention it to the others in the pond." Doc rolled his eyes. "Oh, help!"
Told you so, Thomas. I've learned to listen to ones with experience, and you should too.
I hope that doesn't happen. Along his branch line, he could only think about what the Fat Controller would say after figuring him out. Soon, he stopped paying attention. He slowly began to get faster and faster and faster. Thomas ran through the station at full speed. Up came was a hill that would lead to the Farquhar Quarry descent. He went up the hill very quick indeed. Thomas's driver yelled, "Stop, Thomas, stop! You're headed for the quarry descent!" His driver applied the brakes, but Thomas was stuck in his thoughts and it all happened at once. Thomas's fire was drenched and his coaches were wet. The passengers were cross. They all argued at once. Not too much later, Doc came along laughing with the Fat Controller in his cab. Well, Doc, you were right," said the Fat Controller. He turned to Thomas. "Thomas the Tank Engine! What on Sodor do you think you're doing? What, do you play me as a fat fool?" "Well, you got run part right," said Thomas.
Pull him out!
"Okay, Thomas, just no. Before you saw anything, I already know about the policeman. And I asked him very nicely to take off your strike. But after today, I don't know.
Doc will be doing your branch line for the rest of the month, and I don't want to see you again, he said, and he walked into Doc's cab very cross. Told you so, Thomas. I've learned to listen to ones with experience, and you should too.
Sorry, Doc, said Thomas sadly.
Oh, don't mention it.
That night, they arrived at Tidmouth's sheds. Thomas rolled into his shed, very tired indeed.
Express.
What, Gordon? Asked Henry.
Express. What? Okay, anyway, are you in trouble, Thomas? Asked Henry kindly.
Yes. Ew, you're all wet! Oh, be quiet, Percy, it's not the time. And Thomas unhappily went to sleep. That night, when he woke up again, he thought to himself. He slowly rolled out of his shed. Whoa! I predicted the future, only by like 30 minutes. But still, he said to himself, and he went back to sleep. Roll the credits.
A Thomas the Tank Engine fan production.